Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa, RCG Creations. How are you doing? Did you know? I just love when I do that. It doesn't take much to make me giggle. Um, this is, a lot of us have these Teflon coated mats that you put on a cookie sheet to lay it down to prevent scorching or burning either the food and or the pan. But after time, they get all yucky. Because I know a lot of us just don't have time to do huge deep cleaning. So after a while, because pretty much because they're Teflon, nothing really sticks to it. Some stuff does, but not really much. So usually I just wipe it down with a wash rag and some soap and wipe it all down and scrub it and scrub it. I'm not deep scrubbing it and stuff like that. But then after time, you get a lot of food residue that sits on the mat, and I'm going to bring you up close and show you. See what I'm talking about? You see how the residue is right in here? Oh, let me see if I can focus. Let me double check it. Okay, yeah, I am. See that residue that's right in here? And it's in all the little crevices. Look down there in the bottom. Do you see that? Okay. And don't forget the back side, because a lot of the liquids seep out and it gets on the back underneath the mat. So while it's in there baking in the oven, it gets all yucky and stuff like that. Okay, so let me put this down and I'm going to double check. I'm just going to do a double check to make sure I didn't cut off my head. Hold on just a sec. Okay, we're back. I had to switch cameras. The other one went completely. Okay, so what I'm doing, I got just a bowl of water here, and then I dip it in the SOS pad in here ever so often, and then all I'm basically doing is in a circular motion, trying to get into all the little grooves and cricks and crannies. Now I am not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I just want to get the main gist of it clean, okay, and because it's wet and slick, if you have fingernails, the tip, get your fingernail inside the little part of the SOS pad, okay, to get in the little grooves. And then let's turn it around, get it wet just a little bit more, and continue doing that. Basically, you're trying to get all the cruddy, yucky food residue off the mat. It's also, your mat won't be so slick, because when it doesn't get a really thorough cleaning, your mat is really slick, even though you think you just washed it, which you did. You just washed it, but you didn't get into all the grooves and crannies, so it's a little bit more on the slick side because it still has some food residue. So you could definitely do this with just plain elbow grease and regular detergent, dish detergent. I have heard, I personally wouldn't do this, but some people have stuck these on the top rack of their dishwasher, and when they're doing a regular load of dishes, stick it in there. I would not do that, because for the simple fact is, this is really flimsy. You never know if that's the pressure of the water could make this move up, then it's going to go down and it's going to plug up your machine, and could cause a lot of suction issues, which I would never do that. Never, 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 never would I even attempt to do that. You know? But you know what? Everybody, you need to do your own research. You do what you think is best for you and your equipment, your machines, your tools. I'm a firm believer in everyone doing their own research. Just because there's so much out there, there's so much practice and learning, and I'm 61 years old, and I'm continuing to learn new things that I didn't know I could do, and even some new stuff that my ancestors did years ago or in other countries that is like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. And so that's the one good thing about the internet, is it brings exposure of other countries and what other people are doing for certain things that may benefit you. Okay, so that's done. Typically I would do this in the sink and just rinse it off, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to wipe it down because, number one, I don't want the video to be very long. Number two, this is just more of a FYI, DIY type of thing and stuff, but I'm definitely going to do this anyway off camera. And, FYI, make sure you get an old yucky dishcloth. Now this is going to come clean because it's just the SOS pad and the soap stuff from that. And it'll come clean in the laundry. But I just want to wipe it down. And there's still some soap residue on here, so that's why you definitely want to wash it. Now I could see some stuff right in here in this corner. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm going to go ahead and do a thorough little cleaning because pretty much I am done with this one. I've got 2 more to do, which I'm not going to do on camera. Because I just basically want to, did you know? Okay, now I'm going to bring this up. Let me wipe your hands just a little bit. And I'm going to show you. And bear with me, I'm going to make sure I'm going to get behind the camera so I can definitely see everything. Okay, see there it is. See how it definitely is a huge difference? And I'm using my other new camera, which I still don't learn how to focus. And I think it's a little too bright. But I'm going to move this around just so you can see the angle. Okay, this one has a screen that I can see what's going on. And see, that's that side. And here's the other side. And of course you got some little crusties that I just, like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time scrubbing this thing. But you get the main gist of it. And you see how it's a lot cleaner. And I will tell you, you can feel it. It's not so slick and slimy anymore because most of all the food residue has been cleaned off of it. So it's not really slick. So that's another good thing there. So now this one's clean, but I would definitely like to do right in here, this little grooves. But other than that, and see down in here, I don't know if you can see that. I could use a little bit more elbow grease on it, but again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But anyway, I thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Take care now. Bye-bye. Okay, we're back. Now, let me get my mat. I took it to the sink, washed and dried it. And I got most of the yuckiness off on one side. I'm just doing a look over. And there's a couple of little spots right here. And like I said before, I'm not going to go into great detail of scrub. Because I just want to get the main gist of it. Because I just wanted to keep from being so slick, from it being just basically just dirty in the crevices. Is really what I'm trying to do. Okay, so again, typically you would do this in the sink with water, but because it's a video, I'm doing it here. I just don't want to keep on continuing to stop. Because I'm still, behind the scenes, once the video is over with, I'm still going to take this to the sink under warm water to give it a once over brush with soap and water, rinse it off, and then I'm going to dry it. But I know you can't feel this, but it's definitely back to its original condition. It's not slick and oily like it was. And I hope you can see that. Now let me bring this up. Let me get behind the screen so I could see what I'm doing. And there it is. Oh, someday I'll get used to how to set this lighting on here, but you can definitely see the difference. Let me see if I can get further away if it makes a difference. And let me angle that. That's a little bit better, not much. But anyway, that's the whole thing. But what I wanted to tell you is, of course, depending on where you store these, I was hoping to store these inside each cookie sheet, but there's just no way. I don't have space or the room for that. They were always constantly falling down. So you know, these little rubber bands we get from our vegetable produce that we get from the grocery store. Some of you may have it out, but you can use any rubber band. But I use this because, you know, Frugal Rosa, I'm going to recycle. So I'm just going to roll this up. I'm not going to worry about the width of it or anything. And then I'm just going to stick it on here once. I'm not going to make it really tight because I don't want it to be really, really, really snug tight. And I have a little mini island in the center of my kitchen, and it's got 3 little long slots over the whole length. It's like for putting, like, according to the book that when we purchased it, it's to put like long spoons inside of there to store it, because it's an island with a little drawer, and then the other side has a little shelf. You probably have seen it on some of my other videos, because I do some, when I'm doing some food stuff in there, or pressure canning, you'll see part of the tabletop. It's a wood tabletop on the little island. And so I just stick these, because I have 3 of these, and then the rubber band keeps them in there so they don't unravel themselves. And that's just a nice way to store it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Bye-bye.